In this video, let us see how to search file faster in Windows using a tool called Everything. Before we see the tool, let us see how you search for a file normally in Windows. For example, if you want to search for a file called JDK, where you can press the Windows key and type the file name. If you type for the JDK, here you can see it doesn't give us any files related to JDK. Here you can see it only give us the internet reference. But we have the file called the JDK. When we open up the file explorer, here you can see we have a file called the JDK21, and we also have here another file called the JDK18. Here you can see we have two files, but in the Windows search bar it doesn't give us any results related to JDK. Even if we search for JDK-21, you can see that it still gives us the internet reference only. Or you can go to the file explorer and search for the file in the Windows file search bar. You can see that when we search for this in the file explorer search bar or the JDK, you can see that it says working on it, working on it. It takes a longer amount of time to search for a single file. You can see that still it doesn't give us any results related to the JDK. Here you can see it takes huge amount of time, but it doesn't give us any result. But with a tool that we mentioned earlier called the Everything, you can search for this JDK in just a snap of a second. Not only JDK, you can search any files that starts with JDK or ends with JDK. Here you can see now only it finds the file called the JDK21, but it doesn't find the another file called the JDK18. You can see that for searching for a single file, it takes huge amount of time. So let us see how to install this tool called the Everything. So just open up the browser and search for Everything download for Windows. Click on the first result that says download. So remember to click on the website called the Void Tools 20. So let me click on the first result. Here you can download the 64-bit or you can download the 86-bit. So I'm gonna download the 64-bit now. So click on that download installer 64-bit. So let me save this file to the desktop and install it. Or you can download the Everything Lite also. Here you can say download Lite for the 86-bit, or you can download the Lite for the 64-bit also. Let me save this Everything 64-bit to the desktop. I'm gonna install this file now. So just install this files. Normally you install any other file. So let's click on this terms and conditions agree. So let's also select next, and finally click on install. Now the software has been installed successfully. So let's open up the software now. Here you can see it's still finding for the file called the JDK. It only finds the single file. It doesn't even find the second file called the JDK18. So let's open up this Everything tool to find the JDK faster. So this is how the tool will look like. It will list all the files. So if you want to search for the JDK, just type JDK. Here you can see displays all the files related to the JDK. Here you can see it displays the JDK21, and it also displays the JDK18 in just a fraction of a second. Here, if you go to the Windows File Search Explorer, here you can see now it finds all the files related to JDK, but still it doesn't find the JDK18. Here you can see it doesn't find the JDK18. So if you want to open this in the Windows File Explorer, so just right click on that file. Here you can see we have all the options. You can click on open part. It will open up the file in the file explorer. Here you can see we have the file here JDK21. So let's close that. Not only JDK, you can search any files. If you want to search Python, it will display all the results that have the Python in it. Here you can see we have all the contents that starts with Python or ends with Python or Python in the middle. Or if you want to search for your Python file, that is the py file, here you can see .py. If you type that, you can see that it displays all the results that ends with .py. Here you can see it displays all the results along with the file location and the time that is created and the size of the file. So let's try to search for something that is the mp4.mp4. It will list all the video files. Here you can see it list all the videos. If you go to the if you want to search .pdf files, here you can see it displays all the documents. Not only this, if you go bottom of the file, you can see that it displays all the PDF documents. For example, if you want to search for a specific Python file that is test.py, you can see that it lists all the files that starts with test.py or ends with test.py. Do you wonder how this works? Everything index the full hard disk into its memory. Here you can see when we click on that icon, you can see that every software is running in the background. Whenever a new file is downloaded or deleted, it will record that file into its indexing so that it can provide us the search results faster. Here you can see it is running background continuously. I have a video called the terminal. So let's try to search for the terminal. If you want to filter these results based on either it is a video or a document, you can click on the search, and you can select the video. Here you can see this was the terminal GPT. This is the video that I have mentioned. Not only you can filter the search for video, you can also search for documents or folder. So let's click on the folder. It will display all the folders that starts with terminal, or you can search for a executable file, the QR code terminal, or you can search it for a document. Here you can see displays all the content that starts with terminal. Let's try to search for .py file, and if you want to search for the folder, here you can see we don't have any py folder. Let's try to search for the Python folders. You can see that it displays all the folders that starts with Python. If you search for movies, you can see that it gives us the movies folder immediately. If you open up the, it will open that in the file explorer. Not only if you search for that SRT, we don't have any SRT folders. So let's clear that. If you want to search for the source files, so let's try to filter this based on everything. This will display all the files related to the source. If you want to filter this results, you can go to the view section, and you can see that you can sort it by assigning path, or you can sort it by size, or date created, or date, or in the ascending order or descending order. You can see that. Let's try to change this to the ascending order. So yeah, this is it. This is how you search for your file faster using this tool called the everything. In the traditional Windows, you can see that it takes huge amount of time to search for a single file called the JDK, and even it doesn't find the second file called the JDK18. But with the help of the single tool, you will immediately find JDK21, also the JDK18, in just a fraction of the second. Not only it finds the two files, it finds all the files that starts with JDK. This is it. This is how you start find your files faster in Windows using the everything. This is for this video, and I will continue in the next one.